Hi, and welcome back to Twirl Craft Studio. I am so excited to have you here today. With winter fast approaching and me thinking about an exotic vacation that I'm not going on this Christmas, I thought that we would do a modern shell wire art. So if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button and let's dive in.
This is Bouquet meets beach meets boho, and it will never wilt, never need watering, and definitely never ask you why you brought home more craft supplies. Here's what I used, but like always, we love flexibility here. If you don't have the exact same items, use what you've got. Crafting is 20% skill, 80%. Let's see what happens. Copper wire, various gauges from thick to thin. A small vase or base, seashells. Bonus points if you accidentally collected them at the beach. Glass beads, crystals, or anything shiny, jewelry pliers, and of course, creative energy, optional but highly recommended. So we're starting with a simple copper wire stem. And yes, this is the part where we pretend we know exactly where this is going. Spoiler, it always evolves into something slightly different and better. You want to twist your wire into spirals, swirls, or whatever shape gives your bouquet personality. Straight wire? No. Swirly? Yes. We love drama. Now grab your shells, the pretty ones you told yourself you'd definitely use someday. Today is the day. You can wrap wire right around the base of the shell. I use a fish hook technique at the top of the shell. The great thing about this piece is you can be as creative as you like and adjust as you go. Once you have your copper wire around the shells, it's time to add them onto a wire stem. This can be a little tricky to get them to stay. If you get frustrated, a tiny dab of glue may help. I am positioning 9 shells around my spiral base. You will need to make some adjustments along the way. Making one-of-a-kind pieces has its challenges. There is a lot of creative problem solving involved, trying out different techniques until one works for you. And then, boom, you've got a flower that looks like it came from an artsy ocean planet. Now on to stem number 2. This time we are going to add glass beads and shells to the spiral stem. Once you have a few wired shell flowers, start arranging them. And yes, this is the moment where you'll spend 45 minutes balancing one piece because it just has to be at the perfect angle, even though you're the only one who will ever notice. Add more swirls, more beads, more shells, until the bouquet says, "I'm finished," or "Stop. One more thing and I'm going to look like a craft explosion." I made a little sunburst with mini spiral shells because why not? If art can't be a little extra, what are we doing here? Wire circle. Wrap shells around it. Pretend you're a tiny blacksmith from a seaside fairy tale. That's the vibe. At this point, just tuck in any glass beads, crystals, or charms. I added a few green ones. I like to think they're tiny leaves. You can, of course, add whatever feels right. Pearls, charms, tiny sea creatures, emotional support beads, whatever works. And there it is, a modern art bouquet that never wilts, never drops petals, and totally qualifies as a conversation piece. Would you display this in your home? What would you add? More shells? Maybe driftwood? Mini mermaid? Leave a comment and let's spark some ideas.
Wow, did that ever lead me on a wild ride of creativity? Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. And remember, stay crafty and keep on twirling.